Good morning and welcome to another greenhouse video. Not much has changed over the week. I try to get my videos out to you guys every weekend. Every Sunday is my day off from business. From being a business owner, I take Sundays off, and this is my reprieve. So it's been an interesting week for weather. So my greenhouse is getting down to 53 degrees at night. We were down to 40. I think our low last night or this morning was 47. So I retained 5 degrees of temperature. My greenhouse is on a complete concrete slab. So yeah, during the winter time, I will use the sunlight to heat that concrete up. Does it work? I have no idea. It's kind of like my thermal battery or whatever it is. But yeah, it's been getting cold out, so I'm going to have to start thinking about dormancy early, obviously. We're at the end of September, and we're getting down into the high 40s. So some of these guys are going to want to be thinking about going to sleep early, and it's kind of a bummer. But otherwise, not much has changed. You can see that I'm getting some pretty good growth. My Sarracenia that I have mentioned before in the past, where bugs have eaten a hole, you can see where that shoot right there's got the hole right in the hood. But the other plant growth, this guy, if I can get my camera to zoom back to where I want, he's just growing right along. So whatever bug was eating at him didn't stop him, but it did slow down my little pup there. So, but the seed grown plants, they're just trucking right along as usual. I'm really interested in this guy here. I think he's going to be pretty neat when he gets bigger, just by the colors that I'm seeing. I don't trust cameras and colors that come through cameras because things can get manipulated so easily. But when I see this in person, I really like the colors of this. Otherwise, you can see my other Sarracenias here. They're just, yeah. I love growing from seed, guys. That's just my favorite thing. When a plant gets too big, I'll find someone I can give the plant to, and then start just a new round from seed. So I'm a huge fan of growing from seed because I like to see the variety that comes from it. Dewey pines here, of course, just as strong as ever. You want to talk about a plant where the dew will literally drip off the plant. It literally drips off the plant. Sorry, you'll hear my dehumidifier running in the background. I use dehumidification to keep the temperature up at night. If you pull the moisture out of the air will stay a little warmer. So I use a dehumidifier to help regulate, a small dehumidifier, so works pretty good. Yeah, otherwise this table is just trucking right along. Yeah. Nice scorpioids here. Not much to talk about. These guys, you don't want any trigger plants. They'll grow forever. One thing I did notice is my rotundifolias. So this guy right here, that rotundifolia right down there, has not been a happy camper all summer. But check this out. I'm going to go right down here, right to the what I call the hospital. This is the hospital area. This is just trays that I have underneath the table that gets just a couple hours of direct sunlight, and that's the same rotundifolias. Sure, not as red because they get less sun, but the growth of the rotundifolia down here, oh yeah, and the curled tips still on all my sundews, on my capes. But yeah, these rotundifolias are they're trucking right along with, I don't know, less sunshine. This doesn't get as hot because it's sitting right on concrete. I don't know. And here's Venus flytraps from seed that I won't really know till next year. I give it a couple years before I really start to determine what I'm going to do with the Venus flytrap seeds. I got small trays of Venus flytrap seeds. These guys right here. So really, what I do is I plant the seeds and I just kind of forget about the tray. And of course I give them water, but I really forget about the trays and just let them grow. There's my big box store Venus flytrap save doing crazy things. But yeah, so that is really just a simple, quick update of the greenhouse. Here's the cobra lilies, just trucking right along. I am going to have a lot of cobra lily plants, guys. More than I really, anticipated. But us guys, or us growers, we don't like to throw plants away. So I'll grow them out and give them away. There's this guy. He's going to get, my cephalotus here is going to get buried. You want to talk about some fast growing plants. Just in a week, you can see my poor cephalotus there. I'm going to have to move these plants. Completely experimental. But geez, yeah, he's not doing too bad. So yeah, and then I've got my seeds here for whatever this is. I think I call it, it's just some sort of Derosa filiformis. I'm not sure, but it's got some pretty flowers, but I'll take it seeds. You know me, seeds. Yeah, this is just my Scorpioid tray. But yeah, so thanks guys. It's just almost a fall update. I'm gonna get ready to winterize the greenhouse to retain the heat, the day's heat. Yeah, to keep things from freezing early. So thanks guys. If you got any comments, leave them down below. Love talking to you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.